Right, team, so I'm in California right now. Check it out. Just on a little hike this afternoon, just before get some work done before having a little networking event for the conference that I'm at this week. So last week on Friday, I held my Q4 intensive. So that was in London. We had 15 clients from all over the world come and join us, which was super cool. And I thought I'd share with you guys just a quick, I would say, top tips or framework, I guess. That's the word I'm looking for. Framework that I shared with the crew on how to get dialed the fuck in on your messaging for November, December, and January. Because November, December, and January are the months to harvest all of the seeds that you have sowed throughout the rest of the year. But if your messaging is weak, if it doesn't cut through the noise, the ever-growing noise of the AI-ified landscape of content, then you ain't going to be having record months. So this is the framework that I use. I call it the three V's. I'm just looking down this slope because I'm like, fuck, if I stack it down here, I'm dead. So I've got to multitask here. The 3 V's: vision, values, and villains. So we'll start off with vision. You need to get clear on where you are heading. If you are an educator, an online educator, your job is quite simple. You have to be a leader. You have to lead your tribe to your vision of a dream future. And so I'll tell you what that looks like for me. For me, my vision of my dream future is having a business that I truly love and that's optimized for fun, freedom, and fulfillment. And the way to get there is to build, the way I do it is to build a lifestyle entrepreneur business, a lifestyle boutique business, which is lean, small team, ultra high profit margins, low stress, minimal time on Zoom, and just fun, working with cool people, doing cool shit, helping cool people do cool shit. And so you need to get clear on what your vision is. Where are you heading? What does the ideal look like for your perfect future client? So if someone wants to work with you, what does it look like when they get to the end point? The next thing you need to get clear on are your values. So your values are really what determines how your clients are going to get to that destination. So ultimately, we're helping clients get a transformation, whether we're coaches, consultants, any type of educator. Our job is to get our clients a transformation. And the path to get there is actually decided by your values. So it's split up into two different areas. One is, what are your core values as a human? Now, for me, I'll give you the example. For me, one of my core values is that I hate being told what to do. Since I was a kid, since I was a toddler, since I got told off when I was at nursery school by a teacher when I was 4 for accidentally prodding a kid in the eye, I've hated being told what to do. And so for me, freedom is very much having complete control over my time and my energy. And so it means I get to design my life based around that. And when I design my life around that, the most important thing is I design my business around that. So for me, everything is based off the idea of having freedom. Another 2 of my values are, I want to have fun. I don't want to do boring shit. I don't want to be spending my days doing things that I don't enjoy. I really want to be operating in my zone of genius, which is for me, creating content for my clients and for you guys. And the other one is fulfillment, actually feeling like I make an impact with the work that I do. And I think as all of us as educators, that's the reason we get into this game, because we love the feeling of helping people when our clients share wins with us. It's such a fucking cool feeling. It's incredible. The second part to values is actually the stuff that you don't like doing. So the constraints that you have to set around your business so that you don't end up doing the shit that you don't like. So for me, and this is where you have to do an audit on what are the things that give you energy or take away energy. So for me, being on Zoom calls absolutely rips energy out of me. Even a couple of hours, 2 hours of back-to-back Zoom calls, I'm absolutely fucked. So like mentally, just it takes a lot of energy for me to do those calls. So for me, Zoom calls, I want to minimize the amount of time I'm doing on Zoom calls each week. Now, what that means is that, okay, well, if I want to do that, that means I can't be doing synchronous client calls all the time, and I can't be doing sales calls. And so I've based my business model around those two constraints: limited client calls and limited sales calls. Now, what that means is that I have to then build my business to be able to navigate those constraints. So for me, if I want my clients to have success, I have to have provided such a crystal clear journey and path for them to get from their point A to their transformation point B. And secondly, when it comes to enrolling new clients, if I can't do sales calls, I have to have a really solid method of getting clients without them. And so I have my chat to close system, and I use urgency and scarcity every month to use as a conversion mechanism to get people's ass off the fence and for them to take action and start working with me. So I've built my business around those constraints. The third part to this are villains. And this is actually linked to the, have I gone the wrong way? This looks different to where I was earlier. Okay, fuck it, let's track back a little bit. Anyway, YOLO. So villains is actually linked to the values, which is how, and villains are the why in your messaging. So let's say, for example, that your model, the way you do things, is your thesis. Your villains are your antithesis. And so you need to get clear on what are the things that, if you were to stand on top of a hill and you were going to fight and defend that hill, what are the things that are like fucking zombies, the whatever, running up that hill trying to fight you? And I really think I might have fucked this. This doesn't look familiar. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back. Anyway, talking about hills and climbing up them. If zombies were coming up this hill, I'd be screwed. So what is the antithesis? Who are the people that are doing things opposite to you? So let me give you some ideas about what it is for me. So for me, I'm all about building a business that is based around like it feeling effortless. And so for me, what are the enemies are the bro scalers. I used to call these the Lambo boys. Now I call them the Miro board nerds, because I feel like there's this crop of folks who have all they do is make videos with just super complex Miro board workflows, 100-step workflows. And what that does is that they use that to just kind of confuse the fuck out of their audience and make it feel like they have the answers, and that the answers are because the people watching the videos are missing like one or two little kind of key steps that they can help them implement. When in reality, my model is based around dipshit simplicity, which is instead of having this complex web of funnels, you just have this super simple flywheel that drives attention every day, increases authority, and ultimately ends up in effortless conversion. where, like for me, I could do 100k months without having to do sales calls or have a sales team or anything like that. And then the other side to this as well is the kind of the bro scalers who would be all about hiring a big sales team, having setters, having closers, and there's little old me doing everything myself. And I love that because I don't like managing people. I love making stuff. And so you have to get clear on who and what that is for you. So for me in the past, it's been, people who are pushing cold methods of lead generation, whether it's cold email, cold DMs, the people who used to set up like a dozen Instagram accounts and just DM people 60 DMs every day from like 10 different accounts, or having to set up 100 different email addresses Instantly or whatever their cold email thing was. So what is it? What are the enemies for you? What are the villains who stick out for you? So if you get super clear on what the three V's are, that's vision, values, and villains, you're going to have super potent messaging going into the mayhem season of November, December, and January. So yeah, that's me over and out from California. I thought I'd just share that with you. And for me, I'm going to be relaunching Scale 20 in about 3-4 weeks time at the beginning of December, end of November. Going to be running a Black Friday offer to help people get started with me. And very excited to build the most potent education experience for 6-figure entrepreneurs to get to 7 figures in a year. And I've got to try and find my way home. Okay, right, that was sick. I'll see you in the next one.